final day of fencing begins right now. Here we go. Rocky Balboa running up those steps, punching the air. You can feel the excitement and the energy. These athletes are trying to stay cool, calm and collected. But this is a battle for the podium. Republic of Korea facing Japan for the bronze medal in the men's team foil.
Representing the Republic of Korea, für die Republik Korea, Lim Hye-sung, Choi Min-soo, An Yong-bin, and Choi Hyuk-jun. Representing Japan, für Japan, Hayashi Shorin, Nishiguchi Yasutaka, Fukuda Yosuke, and Sugaya Hiroto. The referees are, die Kampfrichter sind Kelly Köhler from the United States of America, Victoria Mentor from Australia, Rashid Al-Shamali from Kuwait, and Rui Chang from People's Republic of China. Fencers, please get ready for the bout. Fechter,
the presentation's done there for both teams and the officials. Very calm team huddles here. Japan line up with Hayashi Shorin, Nishiguchi Yasutaka, Fukuda Ryosuke, and their substitute Sugaya Hiroto. The huddle. Japan are ready. They're facing the Republic of Korea, Lim Hye-sung, Choi Min-seo, and Hyun Bin. And on the bench for them, Choi Hyuk-jun. It will be Fukuda up against this man here, and for the first match. You're new to fencing. This is foil. It's a point weapon. You hit your opponent with the tip of your sword. The target area is defined by that silvery jacket. It's called a lame. The on-target area is everything apart from the arms, legs, and head. The referee's here to call the right of way. Kelly Köhler from the United States starting the match off. If you have the right of way, your opponent has to make you miss by running away or block with their blade, and that's called a parry. And they have the right of way. And Kelly Köhler being strict right at the start. Off we go then. The battle for bronze, often dubbed the toughest match in world sport, the bronze medal playoff. You've just lost out on your semi-final. Pick yourself back up, because there's only one place available on the podium. Taking their time early doors here, not surprising. Can't win a match in the first leg of 9. You can put your team in an awful lot of bother. In terms of the scoring itself, well, there's 9 legs. The fencers go on a preordained order. To put their order in secret, so the other team don't know what order they're going on in. And each fencer on each team fences each of the fencers on the other team once. That gives you your 9 legs. First fight goes to 5 points. or there's a 3-minute clock. So if you don't reach the target score, the fight will stop after 3 minutes. The second two, whatever the score is, adopt that score and they go up to 10. So each leg is basically going to a target of a multiple of 5. Leg 3, 15, leg 4, 20, so on and so forth. So the maximum you can score over the 9 legs is 45. But that's a beautiful para riposte there. Can't flip over the shoulder. Korean going 3-1 up. So the accumulating score process means that if you are behind, you can use future legs to try and catch up and overtake your opponents. Well, Circles's riposte from Anne didn't land. He was a bit too sharp with the riposte. He didn't put it on the target for long enough. No light came up, and Fukuda getting Japan back into this match. This is a team effort, but you can measure the performance of the individual athletes using what's called the indicator. And the indicator, quite simply, is for each individual, you take the number of hits they scored in total over their 3 legs and subtract the number of hits they've had put on them. That gives you your indicator. So if you're positive with your indicator, good job. 0 means you've neither lost anything nor gained anything for your team. Negative means that you've shipped hits. As we have our first video review, and each athlete has 1 video appeal per leg. And we're about to find out whether this hit stands or not. And it does. Para riposte. So Fukuda loses his video appeal in this leg. Oh, that is a lovely riposte. Super fast with the hand. Blocks out here, and then a little flick over the top. We've seen a few of these flicks to shoulder from these two. Attack goes through, but it's off target. That's why we get the white light on the graphic. Well, what a comeback here from Fukuda. Another flick over the top. And coming from behind, the Japanese lead by 1. Up next, it's Hayashi Shoren on the left for Japan, and Choi Min-seo for Korea on the right. Choi getting the bronze in an individual competition. Still the attack from the left, so no hit given. Oh, that's a lovely hit. Wound that one up nicely. The angles these fences are coming from these days is absolutely phenomenal. And you can see here the pistol grip. The movement of the wrist. Use your thumb and your forefinger really to control the weapon. Everything else is just there for support. Japan putting on a bit of a show here. They are the #2 seeds in the competition. And that's their 5th hit in a row. They're showing their class. They would have been disappointed with their loss in the semi-finals. They're out to play, and that's a very clear, direct, decisive route through to target. Looks at his opponent, waits for the right moment, and then a direct attack. Early days, but starting to fear for Korea, unless they can do that. And Choi Min-seo diving in on an attack on preparation. Didn't have the right of way there, to be fair. More of a counter-attack landing than an attack in preparation. And now Choi has come out to play, started to move a little bit more freely. So it is early in the match, but these two teams have now started to liven up. I have to say, thought it might be a little bit more cagey in this early doors, but because of the great start, the comeback from Fukuda in the first leg, the Japanese are keen to try and establish their dominance. And all that's done is force the Koreans into putting on an attacking display. Misses. Choi missed. He had the attack here. So neat and tidy in the middle, and the distance is so close. It's a feature of men's foil these days. And the hand speed is incredible. Fashions a feint and then a cutover to finish to body. Just 2 then for the Koreans. That last leg, and this is already starting to look like a major task. Nishiguchi on the left for Japan, coming on for this 3rd leg, and he goes up against Lim on the right. Target score of 15. So talk about distance here. This is a little bit more conventional at the moment. Not quite as close to the others, but already, as soon as I say that, they step into easily hitting distance with a lunge. And this is all born out of a man from Asia, from Hong Kong, China, Chung Ka-long. Oh, video is going to be called here from Nishiguchi. Called attack from the right from Victoria Mentor. Sticks with the decision, in the replays we saw there showed that she was right. Her gut instinct was correct. Lim has been sent out on the attack, but you've got to set your hips up here, and Nishiguchi just stepping out of distance and landing a beautiful counter. So going back to this distance, they've fenced so much closer now, and it all comes out from Chung Ka-long from Hong Kong, China. Nice counter-attack there from Nishiguchi. Chung turned up at the Olympic Games in Tokyo after that, that weird period of time when we couldn't see each other. Well, the fencers were all training in bubbles, but all in their own countries. And Chung Ka-long, his French coach, Greg Koenig, decided, hey, why don't we just change the game a little bit and fence half a step closer than most people normally do. And he came to the Tokyo Olympics and stunned everybody. No one was prepared for him to be fencing so close, and he went and took the title. Backed up that new strategy by defending his title at Paris 2024 in the magnificent Grand Palais. And the result of his change, and Greg Koenig's change, is that now men's foil, it was pretty fast before, but now it's absolutely electric. Going to break the matches down into thirds. The first three set things up. The middle three are where you either try and extend your lead or claw it back and try and get back into the match. And the whole thing comes together in the final three. But in these first three legs, each of the Japanese fencers has gone on a 3-hit run. Just try and tighten things up here, Lim, for Korea. Well, this is good. Lim. Well, to be fair, I think Choi and An also were sent out to try and score hits. Sometimes you can play a containment game with one of your fencers, but Lim has used the time well here. The 3 minutes is being well handled. 4 hits down coming in, and Lim is now back within 2. It's probably enough, but with the amount of time left on the clock, I see Lim might go for one more. At the moment, Lim is always finishing on the body side, finishing in the same line. He's going to have a crack at this. I think he's got to change the end of his attack. And again, going to body, but hitting below the jacket for an off-target. Like, that's why he's just testing, because he thought he might have hit the target. Oh, that is good. Oh, that is so, so good. There was just a fraction of a second there, but Nishiguchi set that one up with his footwork, managed to disrupt Lim from continuing his advance towards him, and then very quick with the counter-attack, and then a beautiful parry riposte to finish the leg, 5-5. So saved himself a bit there with some absolutely classy fencing. Sun looking on. That is a beautiful cart riposte. It looks fast in slow motion. It's electric in real time. 15-11. On comes Hayashi for Japan, and An, their second fights here in this bronze medal match. Beautiful stuff. It's a risk-reward thing, fencing at this close distance. You've got to be alert the entire time. You take another half step away and you've got a little bit more leeway, and it's more difficult for your opponent to set up a surprise attack. They've got to work on their feet a lot harder. When they fence this close, be on top, your opponent can be on top of you within a step. And the attack going through the parry there. Four 0 run for Hayashi. Four hits in a row is the most scored so far by either team. Hayashi wanting to break this up in the beginning stages of the middle of this match, and that is an exceptional leg from Japan. 5-0, and you really don't want to see that on a team sheet if you're the trailing team, because now they have to do an awful lot of work, Korea, to get back into this match. So remember, we talked about indicators. Anne comes off after his second match with a -6 indicator. Up comes Fukuda for Japan, and this is Lim for Korea. And Lim has to do something about this now. Koreans can't waste any time. Good start. This is magnificent conversation between the blades there, but no hit resulted until now. Two-phase attack there from Fukuda. He came, he stopped, and then he finished. Oh, that's lovely as well. And you do see these stop hits more and more often in men's foil because of this distance I've been talking about. Something amazing. I'm just banging on about it, but that is what the result is. You do get the athletes able to produce really sharp counter actions and then run away. Well, call here from Fukuda for a ducking of the head. Well, the hit was scored. I can't see Kelly Kohler giving this a yellow card. You're not allowed to tilt your chin, basically. Bring your chin to your chest, because your mask then covers the valid target area. And indeed, hit stands. Fukuda wasted his video in his first leg, and has wasted it in his second leg, and Lim has just come straight off the line and gone and picked him off. Let's put him off a little bit. Korea need at least another 3 hits, and that is off target from Lim. And Fukuda calling for a video again. Now, I think he lost his video, didn't he? Kelly Kohler must have gone to look at the video on the first review on her own. She wasn't called for the video, but here you can see clearly Fukuda Ryosuke calling for the video. But now Fukuda has definitely lost his video. Phenomenal hand speed from Lim. Well, they're just containing each other a little bit at the moment. That's slowed up this fifth fight, but Lim's now 6-1 up, and he is closing the gap, and his team are delighted about it. I feel he's got to get to 8 or 9 even in this leg to give Korea that fighting chance. Target score of 25 as Fukuda steps another point closer to it. Attack fails. Fukuda had the right of way here on the left-hand side, and he missed. He turned his head to the box, actually. He turned his head to the scoring apparatus just at the end of his hit, and that is why that light didn't come up, because he wasn't looking at his opponent's target. The Korean box, something to behold at the moment. They're all leaning forward, the athletes, glued to their teammate Lim. We're just coming off target, just hit the outside of the mask. Fukuda. Ah, that's nice though. These little short, sharp two-line attacks, faking to one side, then going the other, have been very effective for Fukuda. Going close quarters, and that is a brilliant hit. The wrist breaking from Lim in really tight situation to create that hit. Look at this. Look, his hand's upside down when he hits. And that sees Japan over the line, but a bit of damage has been done here by the Koreans. Lim has scored 8-5 and brought the Koreans back in touch. This is the final hit from Fukuda, a remise of the attack on the shoulder, and that's the danger of ducking. And this is that amazing, I mean, you can't even see it in slow motion, but Lim flicks his wrist upside down to sort of turn the point onto the target. I don't know how he managed to do that. Look at this. Look, there. How on earth did he manage to get the point? He's flicking in the reverse direction to normal, making the blade effectively bend upwards. Great shot. Attack failed then. But, Choi, who's come back on for his second fight, is asking the referee to look at this one. He's up against Nishiguchi. Well, the Japanese box jumped up and down, thinking that he'd got the hit, Nishiguchi, but the referee said the first attempt did not land. Question here is, does Nishiguchi have a go on this side closest to us? And I think he does, and I think Kelly Kohler is going to stick with her call here. He makes the parry, he has the right of way. The Japanese fence up on the left-hand side. But then he misses there, and that's a second action. But Kelly Kohler sticks with the decision of he missed his first one, but says that Choi also missed. He's looking eyes open at that flick to shoulder and deciding to go just around the parry. The parry was there from Choi. He just went around it, and then he follows it up with just a simple beat attack, going for a really difficult part of the target on the shoulder. Another video call here, but he can't have it because he lost his first one. Referee called this as preparation from the left, and the hand does go back. That's a great call from Kelly Kohler from the United States of America. She saw that in real time and didn't need a video, despite the protestations of the Japanese team. So 3-2 in this leg, make that 4-2 because the attack misses again. It's a bounce out, so he's hit his opponent's target, but the point has just flicked away. And the way the scoring apparatus works is a little plunger on the end of the foil that turns on the light effectively on the scoring apparatus, but it has to be depressed for a period of time, and if it just bounces off the target, often it won't come up. And that just spurs Japan on. Nishiguchi taking the 6th leg. -2. -6 indicator for Choi. She advances on to +3. So great run from Lim for Korea in the last leg, but almost, well, actually exactly cleared off in the 6th leg. So we move into the final 3. Hayashi going up against Lim. (30-21) for the left for Japan. The attack fails there, counter-attack given off target, and that's why Lim's just checking the bottom of the bib. The mast bib now has, you'll see a little wire sticking out of the mast bib connecting to the lame jacket, because the bottom of the mast, there it is, the bottom of the mask is part of the valid target area, because in foil, the definition of the target area is everything apart from the arms, legs, and head. Back in my day, the bib didn't have this lame covering. And fencers started to say to the manufacturers of the equipment, you just make the bib just a little bit bigger, so it covers more of the target. And the International Fencing Federation got smart to it and decided, well, the way around this little problem is to electrify the bottom of the mask. Fencers always find a way. Strategic thinking at 80% VO2 max. And clever fellas and clever gals. Attack failed then. So 2-hit run for Lim. He needs a few more. We're looking at this, a 9-hit deficit coming into this match. The Koreans will be thinking, well, we need to get at least 3 back in this one. Ideally 4 or 5, but at least 3. 3 will be satisfied with. So either get those 3 hits, don't let your opponent score. That would be even better, because there's more than room on the scoreboard for them to catch up later. But if your teammates are going to get to 35, the target score in this one, get at least 8. Creeping into distance there, and Hayashi's clearly got his game plan sorted out. Not take any risk, but wait for Lim to get too close. Have a little attack, that one. With a very short step showing the feint. He saw what the response was from Lim, and then did another little step feinting in that same line, before finishing to body. Hayashi just berating himself there for counter-attacking in. Really, he should have stepped away. Yes. Have to step it up a bit now, Lim Hye-seong. Did all the hard work, Lim, and then didn't finish the execution properly. Student from the Kyungnam University finished 20th in the individual competition, Lim, and he's got another one. But a video review has been called by Hayashi. He fences at the trains and studies at the Hosei University, along with 2 of his teammates, Nishiguchi and Fukuda, are from that same university. Could be a yellow card here for turning. And that's what Hayashi is calling for. There you go. Carter-Jeune, yellow card for turning his back limb. Showed the back of his head to his opponent, and that's dangerous because the mask doesn't completely cover the back of the head. Line shown, but he actually lost the right of way by stepping forwards or lunging into his opponent, but the distance that he closed meant that his opponent was unable to hit him. And now Hayashi elects to surrender his weapon and get a new one. Actually flicking around the outside, but didn't land his point on the target. Knees of the riposte coming up good. Not a bad leg for Correa and Lim, but he'd want at least two more here, I think. Sort of turned into a remise of the counter-attack that landed. This one's been reviewed. Victoria Mentor going off to consult with Kelly Kohler. Lim loses his video in this particular leg. Nice attack. Just hit on the inside of the wrist. No point. That disrupted the end of his attack. Well, actually the first of the Japanese outings to not go on a three-hit streak, and it has meant that Korea have closed the gap up 7-4, and it's actually an advantage for Korea that the scoreline hasn't reached 35, the target score, as well. So just a 6-point deficit now. He's reduced it by 3. And Hyun Bin comes on for Korea. Oh, no, they've put on the replacement. They've put on Choi. Choi has come on, and he's replaced An. An was well, -6 indicators, so that's not really a big surprise. So the Koreans have made their substitution, and the substitute has got off the mark early doors. Nishiguchi calls for a review. Lim, who's the first finisher for Korea, has finished on a +6 indicator, so he has done the heavy lifting here for the Koreans. Now, can the sub, who's come on, make a difference as well? Despite going 7-4 down, he actually finishes on a +5 indicator, so he's done his job for the team. And they're looking at a few things here. It's one, checking the decision to the hit, but they're also checking to see whether it was guard to face, guard to mask. So before the attack comes, the Korean just stepped back, so doesn't get the first hit. Target score of 40 here. Well, the attack fails. Attack's from the right here. He starts the action, but he misses the target. Japanese fencers do have a habit as they finish their attacks or counter-attacks to turn the back shoulder in line with the front shoulder, and that makes half of the target disappear, and that's why the Koreans have missed on a number of occasions. Another video is going to be called here from Nishiguchi. He feels that he knew he'd lost the right of way, but he felt that he got it back. Despite being sent to review a lot of calls here, I'm very impressed with Victoria Mentor. She's calling the hits correctly. I think she's only had one time that she's turned her decision around as a result of an appeal. The Australian referee impressing. Back into preparation, or counter-attack they're calling it. It's, the timings are so quick these days that what looks like an attack into preparation is actually a counter-attack, and when you see it back in real time, you can see it's definitely a counter-attack. And that's just because they are so close all the time. Another call for a video, but he's lost his video and can't make the appeal, and Japanese box, understandably, gotta be fair, not happy with that call. As well as fencing strategically and tactically, you've got to use your videos carefully as well. A yellow card there for Nishiguchi for turning his back. He thought he'd hit when he looked back to the box, but despite the efforts, counter-attack going through there, despite the efforts of the coaches, I can tell you that as a fencer, if you think you've hit, you'll instinctively turn to the scoring apparatus to check that the light has come up. You kick yourself afterwards if you've missed, but it's just instinctive. Nishiguchi pointing down to the piece there. Well, it might be that he was indicating that Choi don't like coming up on the piece, but technically, yes, that is possible, but point didn't go anywhere near it. And then he follows up Choi, the sub, with a nice attack. Still, though, 6 points behind like they were at the beginning of the match. A minute and a half left of the leg, so Choi can do more, but at the moment there's he seems to be more intent on knocking his opponent's blade out of the way rather than going for the target. Well, another one that Nishiguchi wants to challenge, but he's used his video. Just trying to break this one up a little bit by changing weapons. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. One that he surrendered. Back from the left. Took a while to get on the target. The counter-attack came up a lot earlier, but it's all about having the ball. Japan on the brink here. Korea have kept them honest and kept them themselves in the match, but if Nishiguchi gets the next hit, it's a big ask for the Korean anchor. Come on and turn this one around. Despite the anchor being the bronze medalist in the individual. And that is the last hit of this penultimate leg. Japan in the box seat, leading by 7. They've increased their lead by 1 point. Nishiguchi finishes +4. Outscoring his 3 opponents by 4 hits. Sub Choi Hyuk-jin finishes -1. On is Fukuda for Japan. Choi. Minseo for Korea. And so far, the individual bronze medalist has only managed 2 hits in each of his 2 legs. And here, he's trails by 7. He's going to need a lot more than 2. Card coming out for covering. Back arm dropping in front of the valid target area. And that prevents you from being able to get to a piece of target that you should be able to. So both fencers on yellows now. Parry riposte is from the left, but Fukuda misses this time. Get on a 3 or 4 hit run here, this becomes interesting. It's Choi on the right, I'm referring to. 2. He's not going crazy either, quite rightly, because he's not worried about the target score of 45 here. He's worried about closing the gap. Back from the left, though. Lovely pacing of that attack from Fukuda. Starts fast, slows down, and then finishes quickly. Becomes hypnotic for your opponent if you change the speed. So red card given to Choi for ducking his head, and that's a free point for Fukuda. He's now 3 away from the bronze medal. Beautiful parry riposte. Oh, they both missed their first one here. Japan deploying the counter-attack again. Right away, it was with Korea. Speed at which Fukuda closed distance was incredible. Well, blade met then, and Kanikoda calling that for Choi. He was the aggressive fencer, but Fukuda feels he was the one that got the parry in. Parry has to be stronger. They're both going for the blade. But the default position, if the beats are of the same strength, is for the referee to call for the attacker, not the defender. Yeah, so she's saying, I agree, you did beat the blade, but he's attacking, so he's going to get the right of way. Just. A bit lucky there, I think. Japan just 1 away from bronze. And now they are confirmed as podium winners here. Japan through Fukuda, Ryosuke, Nishiguchi, Yasutaku and Hiyashi Shoren have taken the men's team foil bronze medal.
The team competition is Japan.
The Koreans put up one heck of a fight, but they were trailing by 5 after the first 3 periods. That climbed to 6 by the time we got through leg 5 and 9 by the time we got through leg 6, and they just didn't have enough in reserve in the final 3 legs. Japan have claimed the men's team foil bronze, and this is how they did it. Out sneaky, feint to the cease line, disengaging underneath, hitting under the hip. Really nice stuff from Japan. There was a lot of variety in there, attacks coming through, but one of the features for me was their counter-attacking, closing actions. Hiyashi, Ishiguchi, Fukuda, and reserve Sugiyama taking the bronze medal in the men's team foil. And as you can see, coming up very shortly, we will move on to the women's team saber bronze medal match here in the Essen Messe. But first, let's take a look back at that thrilling bronze medal match. Japan came up against Korea in the men's team foil competition in the bronze medal playoff. Japan would have been disappointed with their loss to Poland in the semi-finals, but they came out and they were ready to go for it. They built a 4-hit lead over the first 3 legs. Each player doing their part. The action came on for leg number 4 and went 5-0, and that put a big dent in the confidence of the Koreans. 9 hits down, Korea desperately tried to fight back. And it was an 8-5 run in leg number 5 for Lim. Nishiguchi came on in leg number 6 and restored the 9-hit lead. So 5-2 with some stunning flicks on the shoulder. And into the final 3 with Japan, 9 hits up. Lim felt he had to go for it. The Koreans needed something to change, and they brought off An and brought on Choi. Hyuk-jun fenced well, but ultimately went down 6-5 to Nishiguchi. So on for the last leg, Fukuda took on Choi Min-seo, the bronze medal for the individual competition, and he finished the job with a beautiful hit underneath the elbow. Japan taking the bronze medal in the men's team foil.